Hey guys, we have some really exciting news to announce. We received a $100,000 gift very recently that we are trying to match by the end of the year. It is for a property that's going to be home for AFM in Zambia for years to come. We've already given the property a name. It's going to be Freedom Village. Our Zambia staff for the summer had been visiting different properties and got to the first one. When they got there, they immediately knew this is it. This is where God's given us to call home. So a few months later, after our team found this land, we went and met with the headman of this village. When we got there, we asked if we could pray for a few of them. The headman had had a stroke in 2014 and had lost function on his right side from that stroke. He could still move his arms and legs, but he didn't have the fine motor skills to be able to touch his fingers and to be able to sign the papers. Long story short, as we prayed for him, the Lord began to restore feeling into his right hand and then his right arm. And by the time we finished praying, he was over and over signing a piece of paper saying, "Thank you, Jesus, thank you, Jesus, thank you, Jesus." And for us, it was tremendous testimony. Two other guys during that same time, the Lord healed. And it was like the Lord was saying, okay, I've given you this home, and now I'm ushering you into this community, which was an awesome testimony and an awesome entrance for us coming into this community. With that being said, this community, it's the Soli tribe. They've only received the scriptures in their own language 6 years ago, 2018. So this property will be a base for our teams to come, but it'll also be a base for us to begin to provide discipleship and equipping for local Zambian nationals, as well as our desire to bring other nationals in from surrounding countries to train, equip, and then send back out. Our vision for it is it'll be multifaceted. It's going to have 3 different team houses. It's going to have cabins that our leadership teams will use when they're there during the summer, but will also be able to be used by churches and other ministries in Zambia when we're not there. The back half of the property, we're going to be doing a campsite so that churches can bring larger groups. A huge need in Zambia for churches is they just don't have space to get away from the city, away from what's normal, and come out and have time together as a body of believers. And so when we're not using the property with our teams, we'll be using that property to equip and to benefit the local church in Zambia. Like I said, we received a gift of $100,000 that we're trying to match by the end of the year. We've been drilling for water and we're putting in water wells, but the next big phase is to put in our first team house, which will hold about 60 to 65. That will allow us to get there and to be full-time on the property. But to do that, we're going to need to match that gift of $100,000 with an additional $100,000. So we're trying to raise, another $100,000 to have $200,000 towards this project by the end of this year, so that we can complete that team house and have a place to call home in Zambia. So we're asking you if you would personally pray about and consider giving towards this project, helping us get to that $200,000 goal at the end of the year, helping us match that first $100,000. You would be a tremendous blessing to not only us and the ministry of Freedom House International, but also to many that we minister to there in Zambia. We've created a page on our website that provides more information for you if you want to come and read more about the property and what we're doing there. It also has links for giving, so if you would like to give, we encourage people to give monthly. If you want to give monthly, that helps us. It helps continue with the development. One-time gifts are also available there. There's also information if you want to give through a charitable trust or a donor advised fund on our federal tax ID and things like that you would need in order to submit those donations. But we really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video, and we're excited for what the Lord's doing with Freedom Village.